Welcome to Fostering Blooms, the podcast where we dig deep into gardening and all the ways it can enrich your home and life.
Together, we'll explore every aspect of gardening the organic way, keeping it simple, accessible, and fun.
Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just getting your hands in the dirt, we're here to share the tips and insights you need to grow something truly special. I'm Shannon Foster-Boleen.
And I'm Caitlyn Blum, and we're two friends on a mission to cultivate beauty, creativity, and connection through everything we grow.
This is Fostering Blooms. Oh my goodness, summer is summering, and we wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about what we have been up to.
I feel like we've just been heads down, going at it.
Yes.
Harvesting and just
surviving.
I kind of blanked.
No, it is like that. It is like totally surviving. Okay, here's what happened for me. July hit. Literally, I can pinpoint it. So July 4th, I'm supposed to sow my foxglove seeds, and I don't even remember what happened. Something happened. And then I couldn't get it done. And then July 14th was my first batch of dill pickles. And between July 14th and July 30th, I canned 57 jars of pickles, a combination of spears, gherkins, sliced pickles, the batch of bread and butter. But yeah, I mean, 57.
That's insane.
And so that's kind of the theme for where I've been.
Yeah.
And it was so hot outside and so dry in July. I was just like kind of a little bit absent. I really envy people that, I don't know if this is real life or not, but you see them on Instagram and they're like trolling with flowers and they're like, my garden is so beautiful. And I'm like, oh my God, do you live in zone 7B in July in the South? Because it's a hellscape out there right now. Are you kidding me?
Because my shit looks like a crusty crust.
There was a stint where we had that heat wave.
Yeah, we did.
And it was really, really hot.
93, 94.
God, and it was hard to be outside. I did it. I mean, I sweated through everything I had on and I was disgusting. Then we got really blessed with of rain beginning of August. But yeah, the end of July was rough.
Yeah. I usually find myself getting burned out in August, but I got a little burnout in July, but a lot of it was because I was trying to harvest. So that's what I've been up to, harvesting what's coming in and trying to keep it and preserve it. And really every year the cucumbers are the first thing to hit the hardest, for me anyways. And I planted 6 plants. So yes, I've been canning. And then I did my sauerkraut, which is my first fermentation experiment. I just pulled it and it's delicious.
It is delicious, by the way. I was like, oh, goodness.
It was so good. It was so much better than the shit you get at the store. Really, it was still crunchy. It wasn't like mush.
Right.
Oh man, it was so good.
And I did a dill and garlic recipe with garlic that I grew, dill that I grew, and cabbage that I grew. And really the cabbage was kind of, to be honest, at the very tail end of the season. It wasn't like
I'm impressed
the
you
best.
still had that.
Yeah. And I will say that one head was really small and I had to pull off a lot of leaves. So this fall, if I can get some nice big juicy heads, that I can do a bigger pot.
You can see me right now. I'm still audio, but I'm head bombing. Bring on that kraut, baby.
Yeah. I know Sophie would like some kimchi too, which I would probably love to do some too. But I really love sauerkraut. You know, I can't remember how many pounds it was. I have it somewhere, but basically it was like 2 good size heads and a kind of small, medium size. And it gave me 3 pint jars and a half pint jar for Kate. Poor Kate.
It's okay.
One of these is going to be a Christmas gift for somebody. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep these 2, but I am going to do it again in the fall. And it was really, really good.
I think the good thing too about cabbages is, like cucumbers, your window is just finite.
Very.
I mean, I think that's why you were hoofing it so hard, because your cucumbers start coming in and I mean, you got to go. I did some refrigerator pickles, which turned out they're all right, but they just are not. It's just not the same. And then powdery mildew, cucumber beetles. Your window is really not that large unless you succession plant.
And I don't really, because here's the truth is that every year this is the biggest amount of pickles that I've ever canned. But last year I had quite a few. I'd say I probably did 40. But I was picking every single day. And to do the gherkins, you have to pick every day. So the plants look really rough right now, especially the pickling cucumber variety.
You worked those suckers to the ground.
And the bugs are out there right now, like going at them. I found one cucumber, it probably had 7 little beetles on it. I just grabbed it and just crushed every single one of them in one handful. It felt so good, but I mean, I did not go pick it all, probably for a week. And ended up with 3 mid-sized trash bags of cucumbers that look like footballs to give Kate's animals. They were huge.
I know they were massive. You couldn't do anything. I
couldn't manage picking at that time with everything else going on. So it's kind of like I had a huge harvest. I don't feel bad about the things that I let go because at least it went to the animals.
Oh my God, you used every bit of it. Yeah. And, I mean, 57 jars of pickles. That's
well, now it's up to 61 because I did the 4 bread and butters.
My hat is off to you, Pickle Woman.
Thank you. Thank you.
You did it very well.
I will tell you that new pickling variety, I'll put it in the notes, has been the best pickling cucumber I've ever had. And I think they'll taste really amazing. So pickling, fermenting for the first time. I'm going to talk about some other things I've been up to, but let's kick it over to you and hear about what you've been into.
I've been living in my basement in my apothecary. Okay, I've been living in my basement. So I feel like we really hoofed it at the beginning of the season. I mean, from January, clearly we weren't outside, but we were starting seeds. We were getting beds prepped. From January to mid-June, we were non-stop.
Yeah.
Planting seeds in the ground. I mean, we were hoofing it, and I think we just needed a little bit of a break.
I know.
And I think we naturally kind of turned to doing something else. And I think that's the change of the season, too, as you get into summer and you're able to capitalize on, okay, what you've planted and now is growing and you're ready to harvest and stuff. So it was a good break for us to take. The weeds went wild.
Oh my God.
Don't even get us started on the weeds.
Crabgrass.
Every year.
It's the crabgrass.
Fucking crabgrass.
I mean, it grows on top of the mulch that I mulch so heavily so things wouldn't grow in it. I mean, to say that it's the worst, it's so bad. I can't even. So I'm just kind of like, you know what? Just one day at a time. I'm just pulling what I can every time I go out there, one day at a time. Yeah, that too.
Honey, just...
Yep.
Let it go. And this happens to me almost every year.
Yeah.
When I get to the point where I'm like, well, sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, you do get a little bit of a burnout. What I have been doing is really getting into my herbalism. This started when did you get back from Canada?
July 3rd.
Oh, wow. July 3rd. Okay. So it's been like a month and a half. So I have lots of books on herbalism. I've taken little courses and I've talked about it before, but turned my basement into an apothecary. I'm harvesting a lot of echinacea, yarrow, all of the herbs for tea making as well. So mint and even sweet basil. Here at your house, I've come over and been like, Shannon, we got to harvest, which I should have done that today. I might do that in the dark before I leave.
Yeah,
here.
We should. You need to go get some holy basil. It's looking really good.
Oh, gosh. Okay,
with the
great.
rain.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh.
By the way, let me stop for a second. If you have never tried to grow holy basil before, I highly recommend it. It's just as easy, if not easier, to grow from seed than basil itself. And it looks really pretty. It's just like a very simple serrated leaf with a really pretty purple. It kind of looks like agastache a little bit.
Yes.
They're very similar. And it's a really nice filler in your beds. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely one of those multi-purpose. Put it in your bed, get a little color, but also use it for other things. So please try to grow it if you haven't.
Yeah, and it's so good for you. Holy basil is so good for inflammation, mood boosting, and your immune system too. It's awesome in teas and then culinary use too. So lemon balm, oh my gosh. I have lemon balm and Tulsi or holy basil tea every day. And I tell you, it has really helped reduce my stress and anxiety and calming effects.
That is amazing.
Every day. And I'll mix different things in there. So chamomile, skullcap, rose hips, hibiscus. I have been reading about all these herbs, what they can do. And then I'm like, oh my God, we're growing this, we're growing that, we're growing this. Oh my gosh. So I've just been harvesting, drying. After everything's done drying on my racks or the strings I have set up and put things hanging on them, is de-stemming and taking all the leaves off. That is a lot of work in itself.
I have to say, it is so much work. It is so mumuch work.
So I'll sit there at night with a big plastic tote and my jars and my clippers while I'm sitting there with Baylor and Sierra on the couch. We're watching TV, and I'll just de-stem. I'll de-stem.
Oh my God.
I actually have, like, look at my thumbs.
Oh my God.
That's from de-stemming herbs.
Oh, wow.
You can see them right now.
They're like little Brillo pads.
It's just from de-stemming. I could probably wear gloves, but like, whatever. Nonetheless, I'm trying to save up enough stuff for our teas and then for us to have for the rest of the year.
I mean, I am so far behind you in that. I did harvest some oregano, and I need to harvest a bunch more. I have almost a quart jar full of just dried oregano from like one harvest that I did. And I've got some lemon balm. But pretty much, I would rather give you the herbs and let you run with it. And the Monarda, I think you wanted some of the Monarda, which it's looking a little sad right now, so you could take some more stems. But I will say the Monarda that I'm growing, and I'll put the variety in the notes, it's also absolutely gorgeous. This is the first year it really, really grew, and it's tall, and it's round, and it's beautiful. I want like 6 more of them.
Is this the white one?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's a native Monarda. I have some Monardas that you would get like at a nursery, but this is the spotted bee balm, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
And it's not just that the plant is beautiful, it's the shape. It's almost like a shrub. It's so big.
It is very shrubby.
Yeah, it's the shape of it and the uniqueness of it that it's very eye-catching.
It is. You need more of those.
Well, I think I will have them down the area that I've expanded.
They're so cool.
Really beautiful. But I'm excited about your journey into all of the herbalism.
There's just so much stuff there. I was at a friend's house and I was like, oh my God, is that mullein over there? And she's like, what? So I was like, those tall weeds over there, do you want those? She's like, no. And I was like, okay, I am over there cutting down 6-foot mullein. I wish I could show you a picture of it right now, but they're very big velvety leaves. They almost look like lamb's ears.
Yeah.
And they're very tall with yellow flowers. They're also known as the torch flower because you could dry it, light it on fire, and it acts as a torch. But mullein is also really good for ear ailments. So the other night, my inner ears were like really clogged up, and I could feel it and stuff. So I made a mullein oil out of the mullein flowers that I'm drying and the leaves, and mixed it with an olive oil and did like a little double broiler. Strained it out with my cheesecloth, and then I put 2 drops in both ears and let it sit and kind of massage it and stuff, and like my ears are better.
That's insane.
I was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just making a quick ear oil, okay? I'll be in a minute.
Let me put that on the list of the top 10 things you don't expect your spouse to say to you. I'm just making an ear oil out of someone else's weeds they didn't want. I'll see you in a few.
Just making a quick ear oil.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, I need you to put these in my ear. And she's like, what? Are these the weeds you got earlier today?
This is so hilarious.
Then I'm also like picking wild elderberry off the side of the road. And I'm like a forager now. Driving around, like looking in people's yards for shit. That's what I've been doing. I've not been gardening. I've been foraging in people's yards.
For weeds. I feel like this is so up your alley though, because you are not afraid to do those experiments. It's like really fun. It's amazing. I think it's amazing. I cannot wait. I mean, I am very excited about all the things, and I am going to get more into drinking some teas at night too, because I do love that.
Yeah, and we'll make you a special blend. I mean, your ginkgo tree out there, I raided her ginkgo tree last time. I'm drying those leaves. That's great for memory and blood flow.
Well, I definitely need both of those.
Yeah, so you could go pick it, make a tea out of your lemon balm and your ginkgo.
So tell everybody how you would do that.
Let's say you want to make like 2 cups of tea. I would put, say, 8 fluid ounces to a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of dried herb. So if you're using fresh, you need a little bit more. You have to think too, it reduces down and evaporates. I actually just got one of those glass teapots with a little infuser inside, and I packed the herbs in there, and Then I put it in and I let it sit for 15, 20 minutes. But if you're doing it on the stovetop, you can do that too. It's another really good reason that herbalism is up my alley, because I'm like, I'll just put like a sprinkle of this and a little scoop of that. And like, there's no exact measurements. I mean, yes, they say like 2 parts of this, 2 parts of this, and 2 parts of this for like a tincture or tea mix or whatever. But it's not an exact science, which I think another thing is that it really vibes with me. So I would go out and I would get maybe 6 to 10 ginkgo leaves, shred those up, and then I want you to take like a 8-inch snip off your lemon balm and then just strip the whole thing off there.
Okay.
And then I'd put like 2.5 cups of water in that, get it to a boil, and then take it off, let it just sit there for 15, 20 minutes, and then strain them out. Make sure to squeeze your herbs real good. Get all those juices out.
Okay.
And then you can have it hot, or you can put it in the fridge and cool it down and have it with ice.
What does it taste like?
So each herb definitely has like its own profile. Lemon balm, I think flavor-wise, is amazing. You can even do the tulsi in there too, the holy basil. There's some flavors that get a little bit bitter or different. The ginkgo is earthy. I haven't tried it by itself. I usually mix it in with other things.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'll stop there because I could keep going.
Well, no, but that's the thing that's so interesting is that it's like I would be afraid to go boil some ginkgo leaves because I'm pretty sure I would kill myself. And you're like, let me try this.
My friend's house where I got the mullein, she has a ginkgo tree too. And she comes out and she's like, you need help with your bags? I was like, I'm just getting a few ginkgo leaves for our tea. I'm like picking them out of her tree.
Well, my tree's name is Naomi. So when you take leaves from her, it'd be like, thank you, Naomi.
Oh, I do. I like said a little prayer. Then in the fall, when all of her leaves turn yellow,
it's so
we're going to get
beautiful.
her golden leaves because
Oh,
they
yeah.
say that's even more concentrated ginkgo in there.
I mean, it's so beautiful. I love the oak tree out back, but don't tell him. But I really love.
She's
I love
beautiful.
her.
So we'll collect from her again.
Well, it's funny because you were talking about how it's not an exact science. So my other thing that I've been doing
Oh
is
yes, this is perfect segue.
definitely exact science, which
Absolutely.
is yogurt making and sourdough. I think part of it with sourdough is just that I felt frustrated paying $8 a loaf. And it would go bad in 3 days, which that's the nature of sourdough is that, it's not going to last a really long time. I have gone down a whole thing. I should do a solo episode just on sourdough because I want to talk about some of the things that I've learned. I very much like it to be scientific, and baking is like to the gram. So it works very well for me. You're talking about shredding your ginkgo leaves, and I'm thinking of taking my food scissors and neatly cutting it. I'm like, shredding? You mean cutting it? Like nice little
like
strips?
precision cuts?
Like little precision strips.
How many inches wide?
Right, exactly. Is it 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch of
Should
ginkgo?
I use a ruler?
Right. Oh no, I know what 1/4 of an inch is now, girl.
Of course you do.
Epic. Anyways, I really have fallen in love with sourdough, and I have fallen in love with bread and making crackers.
Oh.
And
Y'all, Shannon's making me fat with her sourdough over here. I literally went from eating no bread to a piece of sourdough a day. And then I had ran out, and I was like, oh man, I just have to have eggs. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? You used to live like this. I can't live without your sourdough.
and ciabatta. So
Ciabatta,
she
yes.
bought this very fancy Italian 00 flour, and I've been making ciabatta with that, and it's been really good as well. So Emil Rafa's cookbook is fantastic, and then I have my own sources for figuring out other things. I have a system now, so it's gotten to the point where now it's easier to get the bread out every week that I want, and I love it. I'm able to take her sourdough. Just the sharing is great. And then yogurt. The yogurt I like is La Femme. It's got a lot of sugar in it. Each jar is like 15 grams, which is what I'm trying to do for the whole day with added sugar. It's a lot. But I love the texture, the consistency, and the flavor. So I have now finally gotten that consistency and that flavor. Yogurt making is also really easy. If you can get an oven that goes to 100 degrees, that's the key. Nothing else should be able to stop you other than that. You need a candy thermometer, good whole milk, and an oven that'll go to 100 degrees. Can use a warming drawer. My warming drawer is not consistent enough. Or you can get a yogurt maker that is just like a warming pad on top of your countertop. But I will tell you that it's absolutely worth it. It takes from start to finish, and by start to finish, I mean active time, like the amount of time you're actually having to do something. It takes about an hour of active time and then about 7 to 8 hours in the oven. So do it in the morning, and I do vanilla and lemon flavor. I'd say if you're going to do it, make 12 to 14 jars at a time. I saved the little La Femerie jars, and I've just been reusing them and got some little bamboo lids off Amazon to go on them. And I mean, we're off to the races. Put some of my special peach jam in there, girl.
God.
Oh,
I think I need a dessert.
so good. You too need a dessert. So good. I feel like
So
you're right.
cool.
Like, it is like the change of seasons. For example, I did a jalapeno cheddar bread and used my pickled jalapenos. Those are the next things I'll be canning. And tomatoes, which I haven't had as great a harvest this year, but we'll get there. But I think it's just kind of cool to know that we're getting back to now a new change. I'm so behind on sowing seeds. I should have sown in July. But there's just been so much going on with personal stuff and then keeping up with what's out there that this is the time to sow. And I'm looking forward to it again. I think I did need that break, and the universe kind of provided that. And now we'll get back at it. I'm excited for all the things to sow and grow this fall. I'm ready for some fresh arugula again.
Oh, yes. I know. I loved it. And kale. I really miss my kale.
Yeah.
It got decimated. I'm like, oh, well, there goes that. We could do dried kale leaves and like, oh, man.
Well,
I think I need a dehydrator. I need to look into that.
Does your oven have a dehydration function?
No, I think it goes down to 170.
Okay.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
And I just also did my first batch of pressure canning beans today. Whoop, whoop. So with that, guess what else you can can?
What?
Greens, collards, kale, all the things. Not that you just want canned kale, but sometimes you do, because you could use it in a dish where you just need some kale to
Like
put it
a
in,
soup,
like a soup or whatever.
Or like creamed kale instead of creamed spinach.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned
So many things.
Stay tuned for the other adventures that we get ourselves into.
What I would say to you is, wherever you are in your garden journey, I hope that it is a good place and that you just also roll with the punches, baby. Just roll with the punches and enjoy what you've got and have fun with it and keep learning.
Yeah, and try something new. And if not, and you're taking a beat, then you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's go get dirty.
Let's go grow, baby.
If you're up to your ears in zucchini and still pretending to like it raw, it might be time to hang out with gardeners who get it. If this episode made you smile, sparked an idea, or just made you feel a little less alone in your tomato avalanche, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. It helps other gardeners find us and keeps this growing little podcast blooming all season long. We appreciate you more than a perfectly ripe heirloom on toast. See you next time.